older heavyweights, you know, AJ and Tyson Fury fighting each other, would you like to sort of get them in a line and knock them all over and just say, right, you know, I'm the new guy?
Move on, yeah.
Not really. I think for me to do or suggest that, I think it's a bit disrespectful. Like AJ obviously isn't in his prime, neither is Tyson Fury, and I think it would be disrespectful for me to say I'd love to fight.
Moses Itauma just made his boldest statement yet, revealing why stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury right now would be nothing but pure disrespect.
Because obviously they're not, and obviously this isn't to obviously hate or throw shade, but obviously they're not the fighters that they once was, but obviously they're still very good and capable fighters. If we was in our primes, it would obviously, if we were both in our primes, all three of us would have been in our primes, it would be lovely fights. But
as for AJ, he has made it clear that sharing the ring with Itauma is a challenge he would gladly accept, viewing it as an exciting opportunity rather than a risk.
AJ, are you gonna fight Moses?
Another opportunity. Will I? Of course. Let me get these two out of the way. And 100%, yeah, man. Why not, bro? Let's go. This is what so many great opportunities still presenting themselves in every division.
On the other hand, Fury insists he has no interest in fighting Itauma, but believes the rising heavyweight has what it takes to beat not only Joshua, but Alexander Usyk as well.
So here's the opinion. You've heard it here first. Moses Itauma will wreck all them old men out of the division. Usyk, AJ, Miller, whoever there is who's old, Zhang, fucking whoever else there is, Luis Ortiz, all these big names of the past are all a spent force. And even the world champion now, if they took my belts and give them to Usyk, Moses will wreck him. Because he's young man versus an old man. An old man can't mess with young men.
Looking ahead, Joshua is confident he can do more than just beat Fury. He believes his power can break him down, leave a lasting impact, and make a statement in the process.
Yeah. Deep down, you want to hurt Tyson Fury, don't you?
I want to hurt Prenga, Fury, sparring partners, my pad man. Honestly, yeah. Definitely. Like, I feel like I'm very strong. I've got a very strong punch.
We spoke to Eddie and he says in all the time he's known you, Fury is the one. You don't want to just beat him. You want to properly put a statement on this.
Alongside that, recent updates from Spencer Brown have revealed fresh details about the venue, but the proposed plan could also create a major risk by affecting an earlier clause in the contract.
Probably the most famous venue in the world, aren't we?
Yeah,
in New York.
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden, the most famous boxing place in the world. The tickets are going to be expensive. To get out there, it's going to be expensive. But again, it's going to bring a lot of eyes to the television screens, isn't it?
Is there any risk? Because I know that AJ and Eddie kept saying in the build-up that it's in their contract that it has to be in the UK. Obviously now contracts will effectively have to be renegotiated if it is moved to Madison Square Garden. Is there any risk, because of what boxing fans have been through the last 10 years, is there any risk?
Holding the fight at Madison Square Garden could disappoint many fans in the UK, but Brown insists Turki Al-Sheikh must make the best business decision, especially with Netflix now involved in the blockbuster event.
Been through the last 10 years. Is there any risk that this falls through because of that part of the deal?
No, there's no risk. There's no risk of that. Deposits have been put in place. A lot of things have been put in place. Obviously, we all know the bosses of this is Turki Al-Sheikh, and unless he has, I don't know. I mean, look, he looks at things in a business sense. He's a massive boxing fan, but he does look at things in a business sense, which he has to, because there's such a vast amount of money, and Netflix again. They're putting the money up. So what what do you tell them? Sorry, this is wrong for the boxing fans in England.
On the other hand, Eddie Hearn has revealed that his team is still standing by the original contract, which states the fight should take place in the UK. He says both he and Joshua remain committed to that agreement and want it honored. At the same time, Hearn has not completely ruled out a different outcome, admitting there is still room for discussions that could eventually see the blockbuster showdown land in America.
Yeah. Now, that doesn't tally up with the contract that we signed. So until we're happy, we expect every point of that contract to be followed. Because I feel like this fight is a fight that should be taking place in the UK. Anthony Joshua insisted that the contract stated the fight must be in the UK. So if they want to change the contract, then we have to renegotiate the contract, which, by the way, it's not a problem, but it's a conversation we have to have. Turki Al-Sheikh's just as likely to announce that the fight's in America on Saturday, and in which case there's no fight. So, you know, there's a way to go through this process. We can talk it out, we're all partners, and we all want the fight to happen. So, but we also expect the contract to be followed, as Spencer Brown said there.
At the same time, Hearn also addressed the growing discussions surrounding Itauma and his recent comments. According to Hearn, the talented prospect is still not on Joshua's level and has more to prove before earning a fight of that magnitude. While he praised Itauma's ability and potential, he believes there is still a significant gap between an exciting contender and an established heavyweight star.
Anthony Joshua is a huge household name. You helped him become a massive star. From what you've seen of Moses, does he have those qualities himself that could take him to world stardom?
Honestly, I don't see anybody ever competing on the level of AJ, not in terms of ability, but just draw. We've never seen it before. But don't forget, AJ won the Olympic gold in London. It's a hell of a start. You know, Moses may not quite have the same energy to light up a room just yet, but he's 20 years old.
But public belief in Itauma's ability continues to grow. Gareth A. Davies has even predicted that Joshua would be knocked out within 3 rounds. David Hay also reacted to that bold claim, saying the way Itauma has been performing, he certainly has the power to make it happen. Hay added that if it actually happened, it would go down as one of the most remarkable moments the heavyweight division has ever witnessed.
Gareth A. Davis, the journalist, said on TalkSport after the fight he believes that Moses would beat Joshua in 3 rounds. Thoughts?
I think he'll beat most people. I think he'll beat most people. If he is what I think he is, it's gonna be easy work, everybody. So it's like, goddamn, okay, this is new. This is a new thing. I don't think I've not seen this yet with any heavyweight coming through. Not in my time.
Meanwhile, Usyk has shared his thoughts on the improvements he has seen in Joshua since their 2 fights. According to Usyk, Joshua is now a much better fighter and has made noticeable changes to his overall style. He believes AJ has developed both mentally and technically, making him a far more dangerous opponent than the version he defeated in their previous championship battles.
AJ today better.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think AJ better because he work not only condition training and here.
Despite the growing confidence around Joshua, Kellerman believes there are still clear areas of concern. In his view, Fury possesses exactly the qualities needed to take advantage of those weaknesses. He points to Fury's exceptional footwork, sharp boxing IQ, physical advantages, and ability to adjust during a fight as the factors that could frustrate Joshua from start to finish. According to Kellerman, those strengths make Fury a uniquely difficult opponent.
It was punch resistance right now. Does not look good. He did not get hit. That was a 40% shot,
Yes.
but it was on the money.
On the money,
He got
yes.
hit on the button by an uppercut, and it wasn't like he was out, but his legs went a little bit.
yes.
That does not bode well for him against Tyson Fury, who, whatever Fury's punching power, he's a big guy who, when he sits down, he can punch, right? All right, another former heavyweight champ, just mentioned him, fought over the weekend. Friday after work counts as the weekend, and it was after work in Thailand, all right? When Tyson Fury took a stay busy fight against Mariusz Wach, who's like 100 years old, right? Okay. We're like, all right, well, he was trying to do the right thing.
After suffering a knockdown against Prenga, fresh questions have emerged about Joshua's current level. Kellerman and the rest of the panel believe that performance highlighted flaws, which could become a major problem against an opponent like Fury. They argue that while Joshua remains one of the division's biggest punchers, any defensive lapses or tactical mistakes would be far more difficult to recover from against someone with Fury's experience and adaptability.
And he fortunately had Emmanuel Stewart, one of the greatest trainers ever, your old friends, to show him how to stay away, and also an excellent jab. Joshua doesn't have that, and since the knockout to Ruiz, it just seems like every time he's in there with somebody, he's so worried about the chin. I think the punch resistance is just gone.
On the second half,
I have all the respect for Joshua, but I just don't think he can take a punch anymore.
Let me just say one more thing about the heavyweight division. I think there's a tendency, and it feels logical. If a heavyweight hits a heavyweight, it's like a lightweight hitting a lightweight, because proportionally, they're the same size to each other. It's not like that. The human body, as you get bigger, you can generate, it's a multiplier in terms of the force you can generate.
Yes.
It's not just like you add the pounds. And the human body can only take so much punishment no matter how big you are. A 250-pound guy can generate such...
At the same time, Kellerman has warned Fury against taking Joshua lightly. He believes AJ still carries the power, durability, and determination to stay dangerous from the opening bell until the final round. According to Max, underestimating an opponent at this level can quickly backfire, where confidence alone was never enough to guarantee victory.
For whatever reason, Joshua can take Fury shots, so he stays aggressive with him. And Fury sleeps on Joshua a little, and Fury's been known to do that, right? Because he just think. By the way, Ali slept on Joe after 2 savage fights. The first one, maybe the most savage fight of all time. Going into the third fight with Joe Frazier. Muhammad Ali was like, everyone's like, champ, Frazier's done, don't worry about it. Ali didn't get into the best shape, thought he was gonna stop Frazier early, hurt him early, thought he had him going out, and wound up in the most, I think the Thrill in Manila is probably the most brutal fight of all.
Yes, fight of his life.
So what if Fury is like that? Fury has certain things in common with Ali, not just stylistically, but the big personality, the ego, all that stuff.
While much of the attention remains on Joshua being dropped by Prenga in the opening round, Roy Jones Jr. believes the real story begins after that moment. He applauds the way AJ recovered in the second round, calling it a true display of character and resilience. Jones even claimed that if Andre Ward had been put in the same position, he doubts the fight would have continued, making Joshua's comeback all the more remarkable.
Right, that was a beautiful thing. But I immediately started thinking, man, if this was Andre, I don't know if he'd get out this first round. I don't know if he'd get out this first round now, because this would be something special. So I definitely had to think about you on that. And as soon as it happened, I said, oh my gosh. I said, wow. I said, boy, if this was Andre, this would be a problem right now. You feel me? So, you know.
I can't say I didn't think that, man.
I just had to share that with you because it did come over me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Shout out to Joshua, man. He, you know,
man.
He may go down, but he gonna always get up if he can. He got a lot of heart, man, and I got a lot of respect for him, man. And I want the Fury fight to happen. I think it got to happen right now, just given where they are in their careers. I don't think they both got a long runway. Like, now's the time. It may be a little overdue, but I still want to see it.
Meanwhile, Usyk has offered an interesting prediction after seeing how much Joshua has improved since their 2 meetings. He believes this heavyweight clash will end inside the distance, rather than going to the judges. According to Usyk, Joshua still possesses the power and determination to finish any opponent. He also warned that if Fury underestimates AJ or makes a costly mistake, the result could surprise everyone on fight night.
When Anthony Joshua fights Tyson Fury, I know you think Joshua will win, but how? What does the fight look like?
Knock him out. 6 rounds. AJ. Ooh.
Joining the debate, Bello believes the moment has finally arrived for Joshua to overcome Fury. Although he is not predicting a stoppage, he feels the circumstances have shifted in AJ's favor. Bello points to Fury's recent displays as a reason for his confidence, arguing that this is Joshua's best opportunity yet. In his view, a victory here would easily become the defining achievement of AJ's career.
That's the one thing, that's the one narrative that I
would, going on the last 2 performances, I would be on Joshua's side.
I'm not sure if it's, I'm not saying Anthony Joshua knocks out, but what I am saying is this is the most likely that Anthony Joshua will defeat Tyson Fury, because over the years that I don't think that was as likely. I really don't, because it's just where it's the positions they're both at. Boxing is all about timing. And the timing, I don't care what anybody's opinion is, it favours Anthony Joshua massively. That's just the way it is, because Tyson Fury, when he's at his pump, is a problem.
Bello also believes Fury is no longer operating at the same level physically as he was during his best years. At the same time, he feels Joshua has continued to evolve and sharpen his skills with each performance in training camp. In Bello's opinion, Fury must return to top condition to compete at his highest level. Judging by their current form, he sees AJ as the fighter holding the stronger position heading into this matchup.
Not like a light heavyweight. It's ridiculous what he's got. The actual assets and abilities and attributes that he has. He's a freak. He shouldn't be able to move the way he moves and be that big and heavy and have hands as fast as his. That's clearly, that side of him's clearly losing it now. And AJ, to be fair to him, athletically has only ever got better. And I'm talking about athletically here. I'm not talking about his ability. I'm talking as an athlete. He only gets better because he's that Spartan who lives the life and he's constantly in the gym. You look at Anthony Joshua when he's on holiday, he looks the exact same as when he's in a ring fighting.
Yeah.
You look at Tyson Fury when he's out the ring and look at him in it's 2 different human beings. And that will show at some point. So If this fight was made 18 months
especially
ago,
they're getting a little bit older as well.
Joining the discussion, Joe Joyce admits his view has changed and now considers Fury the favorite in this matchup. He says Fury's recent performances have convinced him that the momentum has shifted away from Joshua. However, Joyce has not ruled AJ out completely. He believes Joshua still has a realistic chance of winning, provided he sticks to the right game plan and delivers a disciplined performance from start to finish.
This is Fury. I always thought Joshua would beat Fury originally, but now you can just see the levels and how mobile and agile, and also the firepower that Fury has as well. But yeah, again, it's heavyweight boxing and it'll be an exciting fight. But I can see Fury as a clear winner, I think, unless Joshua can hit him with a load of shots and he stays down. But it's unlikely.
While many in boxing continue to question Joshua's chin after the knockdown against Prenga, Fraser Clark believes the conversation has missed the bigger picture. He argues that getting caught early can happen to any heavyweight and should not define a fighter. Instead, Clark believes more attention should be given to the way Joshua responded, pointing out that Prenga was unable to recover once AJ landed his decisive finishing attack.
Well, if that's the case, he's had a bit of a drama then, hasn't he? Because to be like that after the first round is a nightmare. And to be honest, I think the question on everyone's lips was, why didn't he go for it? And to have nothing left after the second round, if it was the 10th round, you can understand it, but the second round, I'm not buying that. He got caught off some huge shots of one of the biggest punches in the division. So I can understand him, being put out. But there's no excuses. I think if he had anything about him, the second round, he should have jumped on Anthony Joshua and tried to finish the job. I think he was shocked himself of that Joshua had gone down in the first round, and it looked like a bit of a rabbit in the headlights to me.
Fraser, why do you think he didn't go for it?
Offering his own assessment, Tim Bradley believes the knockdown came from Prenga executing the right game plan, rather than Joshua simply falling apart. He explains that Prenga created the opening with smart tactics and made the most of it. Even so, Bradley rejects the calls for AJ to retire. In his view, Joshua has certainly shown vulnerabilities, but those moments do not outweigh the experience, power, and qualities he still possesses as a top heavyweight.
And all this crazy stuff that everybody's saying. Hey, but look, when I was watching, I'm not gonna lie, I was entertained. I'm not gonna lie, I was entertained, especially coming out in that first round, right? He gets clipped with that uppercut. Old Prenga, you know exactly what he did, right? He pulled down his head and caught him with a short little uppercut. Joshua never saw that punch coming, and of course, early on, you can get hit. That guy Prenga got some heavy hands, so you get hit on that chin, man. Hey, it can make your legs do some crazy things. Anthony Joshua is no secret that he's a little bit chinny. Nowadays he is. Anybody that he faced that got punching power, you always got to be a little iffy with Anthony Joshua.
Bradley also addressed the criticism surrounding Joshua's knockdowns, acknowledging that AJ has been dropped multiple times, a point also raised by Prenga's manager, Keith Sullivan. However, he believes that detail alone tells only half the story. Bradley says what truly matters is Joshua's response under pressure. In his view, the way AJ regained control and changed the fight in the second round proves his resilience, something many critics continue to overlook.
Okay, did you not see the response? See, so you can get knocked down, right, and be a little bit chinny, but how you react after the knockdown, that's what's important. Now, if he would have laid down and let Prenga just beat on him and not fought back, right, then this would be a completely different topic right now in the sport. We would say we don't even want to see the Fury fight at the end of the damn day, but nah, that's not what happened. What ended up happening was that Joshua turned it up. He turned it up. Yes, he did. In that second round, he recovered, right? Got caught. He went down twice. However, I'm going to say he went down 3 times, okay? Go back and watch that round again. It was one round when he got clipped with a shot. He bagged up along the ropes and his butt dropped.
Building on his argument, Bradley says the criticism aimed at Joshua is not being applied equally to Fury. He reminds fans that Fury has also been knocked down several times during his career, including multiple times in the same fight. Bradley believes that fact is often ignored. Looking at Fury's recent performances, he also questioned his display against Watch, arguing it was far from impressive despite the praise that followed.
Let me remind you, how many times did he go down against Deontay Wilder in a 3-fight span? Ooh, he went down a lot. Oh, he touched that canvas a lot. Yeah, he has about at least 6 times, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, did y'all see that fight that Fury just had too? Oh, everybody oh, Fury looked good. He was boxing sweet. Fury looked like trash. It was a charity fight. He was in there fighting against a 40-something-year-old man that, you know what I'm saying? Look, this guy was here for a paycheck too. That was it. He was there for a paycheck, and he was going through the motions. Fury didn't look good. He looked slow. He looked out of sort. He was getting hit with right hands.
Moses Itauma has made his position perfectly clear, while the debate over Joshua against Fury continues to grow louder with every new update. From bold predictions to divided expert opinions, the heavyweight picture is changing fast. Let us know who you think comes out on top. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more boxing updates.